Don't forget to send in your warranty card to register CoolantClean. Before you use CoolantClean, pressure test the vehicle's coolant system before beginning service. Check the vehicle's engine and transmission oil level. If levels are low, replenish to normal operating levels. Make sure the vehicle has at least 1/8 tank of fuel before beginning service. Verify that engine and machine are both off before connecting or disconnecting radiator hoses, lines, or adapters. Always wear safety goggles. Hot coolant can spray out of pressurized lines when connecting or disconnecting fittings and adapters. Wrap a shop towel around pressurized fittings and adapters when disconnecting. Avoid exposure to flames, sparks, hot engine parts, and other ignition sources. Explosion, flame, or exposure to flammable liquid and vapors can cause injury. How to use CoolantClean. Caution: cooling system may retain pressure even after vacuum procedures are performed. Extreme care should be taken when releasing the radiator and overflow tank caps. Verify no pressure before opening hot cooling systems. First, check engine and coolant temperatures before removing any components or repairing any associated items. Second, attach the CoolantClean machine to the vehicle's battery by connecting the unit's red battery clip to the positive battery terminal and the black battery clip to a solid ground point, as far away from the battery as possible. Now, insert the clear braided hose from the CoolantClean machine into the shop's coolant waste receptacle or a container suitable for hot coolant collection. Locate and carefully remove cap from the coolant overflow tank. Attach an open-ended adapter onto the unit's red hose and insert adapter end into overflow tank. Press the unit's power switch to the vacuum position and evacuate approximately half of the amount of coolant in the overflow tank. Move unit's power switch to the off position to stop the vacuum pump. Carefully disconnect the vehicle's overflow tank hose, usually located on the radiator filler neck just under the radiator cap. Connect the adapter on the unit's red hose to the radiator overflow nipple. Press the unit's power switch to the vacuum position. Slowly pull the pressure release lever on top of the radiator cap, or loosen the radiator cap according to the vehicle's manufacturer or the instructions printed on the top of the radiator cap. Carefully remove cap from radiator. Disconnect red vacuum hose from radiator overflow tube. Insert hose into radiator fill neck and evacuate until the coolant is below the upper radiator hose connection point. Remove red vacuum hose from radiator and reinsert into overflow reservoir. Evacuate container completely. When finished, press power switch to the off position. Disconnect vehicle's upper radiator hose from the radiator and install the correct size adapters to the radiator and to the removed upper hose. Tighten hose clamps securely. Connect the unit's service hoses to the vehicle. The unit's green hose will connect to the adapter installed on radiator's upper inlet, and the unit's red hose will connect to the adapter installed on the upper radiator hose. Fill the CoolantClean tank to the vehicle's recommended level and mixture. Refer to coolant and/or vehicle manufacturer's specifications for proper mixture ratios. Press the unit's power switch to the service position. Continue until the coolant level has reached halfway up the radiator's filler neck. When the proper level is reached, press the unit's power switch to the off position to stop unit. Install radiator cap. Start vehicle's engine and press the unit's power switch to the service position. With engine running, continue with the service until the coolant in the unit's tank has been depleted. Press the unit's power switch to the off position to stop unit. Important: when the unit's tank is empty, a low level light will illuminate and the low level alarm will sound. At this time, the unit will automatically revert to a bypass mode and the vehicle's cooling system flow will pass through the unit and return to the vehicle in a closed loop fashion. Depressing the unit switch to off will disable the low level alarm. Turn off vehicle's engine at this time. Remove the clear drain hose from the shop's waste tank and insert it into the vehicle's coolant recovery tank. Press unit's power switch to the vacuum position to fill the recovery tank. When recovery tank has reached the proper fluid level, move the unit's power switch to the off position. Important: This step will also release any pressure remaining in the system. This helps to ensure safe disconnection of adapters and connections when the service is complete. Verify that the unit's pressure gauge reads 0 and system pressure has been relieved. Carefully remove the radiator cap. Coolant level should be lower than the upper radiator hose connection point. If level is above upper radiator hose connection, insert the clear hose into a suitable collection container for temporary storage of clean coolant. Continue with power switch in the vacuum position until coolant is lower than the upper radiator hose connection. Press unit's power switch to the off position. Disconnect unit's lines and adapters from vehicle and reconnect vehicle's upper radiator hose and overflow tank hose. Tighten hose clamps. Reconnect an open adapter to the unit's green hose and insert hose into the vehicle's radiator filler neck. Press the unit's top off button to the on position. This will fill or top off the coolant in the radiator. Repeat procedure to fill or top off the radiator overflow tank. Adjust levels per manufacturer's specifications. Start engine, adjust radiator and overflow tank levels per shop and manufacturer specifications. Inspect connections with the system pressurized. Congratulations! You've just completed the CoolantClean exchange service. Important: always dispose of coolant in accordance with federal, state, and local regulations. For more information about CoolantClean, please call technical support at 1-800-841-8810. Customers outside the U.S. and Canada should contact their local distributor.